want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. Underestimate the people. Never. I don't think it'll ever happen again.
Where we go one, we go all, everybody. That is it. Never underestimate the people. You forgot your power. We forgot our power, but we are remembering, aren't we, folks? And with that, I want to bring in my partner in justice, Shady Grooove. Shady, welcome to the Matrixxx U Hour, brother.
Man, I'm telling you what, that's a very great comment there, sir. They are remembering. Patriots are remembering around planet Earth, my friend. Great to be here. Thanks for having me. Hope everyone had a great weekend out there. What a run we got already this morning, my brother.
Wow, and we got to go over yesterday's Q post, too.
I know.
Because they were actually amazing, too. So we've got the Q team giving us content every day, and even without Q content, there's so much to go back and dig on, and we are the diggers. We are Shady.
What are shovels used for?
Digging.
I'll never get tired of it. Never get tired of it, guys. So let's get right into it, Shady. What do you think?
Let's do.
All right, let's get right into it. Let me just fix some things here. There we go. So this picture will be the signifier. The signifier will force the Q. This is my thread for yesterday, right? Sunday, July 21st, 2019. Thank you for playing. FISA goes both ways and more. Let's go. Wow, man. So, look, this is an amazing Q post. This is the full post here. It goes to Comey's status. So let's just go read Comey's status. This week, an American patriot takes center stage. He doesn't want attention. He has principles and follows them, and always tells the truth. What an opportunity for young people to be inspired. What a great opportunity for both parties in Congress to follow his example. Veiled threat detected. What do you think, Shady? Interesting.
They don't care to threaten in public anymore, do they? I mean, it's right out in the open. They're telling each other what they have to do, or they're going to be up what creek.
That's absolutely right. Without a paddle.
Without a paddle. Or a prattle.
Or a prattle. Let's prattle on. All right. So again, Q post 3458. links to the Comey tweet that we just read and says, if AG Barr has access to all classified material, how does Mueller, in Killbox, navigate? If Mueller provides false and or misleading testimony, will AG Barr be forced to declass all documentation to ensure public awareness of the truth? If Mueller defers to the original report, but D's and fake news push a false narrative, knowing majority of the people did not watch the actual hearing, will AG Barr be forced to declass all the documentation to ensure the public awareness of the truth? Be ready, Mueller. Be ready, James Comey. Be ready, traitors one and all. Thank you for playing FISA Goes Both Ways, Q.
That would be the quote for that might be you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. We're coming either way, my friend. What a post that was. Directly to him. Look at him talking directly to them. Tell them this is what's going to happen. Doesn't really matter which way you do it, what you do. We got you.
So what I think needs to happen is this whole hearing needs to be televised, and you guys, we need to watch it so we can change the fake news narrative that they are going to come out with. And then wait for declass.
maybe they'll declass right as he starts to testify.
Right?
Wouldn't that be something?
So remember, he has a higher loyalty. You know, this is James Comey right here. It's funny how I never can see my own tweet. You know, it's funny, isn't it? Look at that. I can't even see my tweet. But we will go find it right now. Hang on one second. This is the Are You Ready thread. Let me go back to this. 1 second, guys. Let me go back to me. And what I wanted to show you is that we are actually gaining some traction on Twitter. And, you know, as we go, Q sent me and whatnot. Let's just, a lot more people are seeing this stuff. Yeah, they are. They really are. Look at this right here. 3.2 thousand likes. D-class coming. Oh, and Q sent me. There it is. There it is, guys. You know, please, if you have a chance, go ahead and like it and retweet it. I'm going to drop it right in there for you right now, folks. There it is. If you guys love that, I love that GIF, by the way. It's amazing. That's my president right there. Then we had, I wanted to show you this. I thought, when the sun goes down, this is awesome. And, you know, the Chans always have the saying, night shift. So what happens when the sun goes down? Also, when the sun, their Ra, their Satan, their worship symbol, what happens when that goes down? Freedom. So, you know, amazing. So let's go back to my Q posts here. Right here, we got Q post 3459, Shady. Do you want to go ahead and take it? Sure. There you go. Every single dirty tactic being deployed to stop the growth of this movement. Ask yourself a very simple Q. Why? Why are the biggest media companies in the world ... Q? All for a LARP, right, Shady? Why are the biggest media companies in the world day after day? I did a search again last night on Bing. I've been doing it every 3 days just to search the QAnon hashtag and look at the news stories. It's incredible, man. I mean, I bet there's been 30, 35 news stories written in the last week about QAnon, and almost every single article says at the top, the completely debunked internet theory or some phrase like that. Yeah. Right at the headline on every single article, man. They all are coordinated. It's not more than one person thinking this. It's the same thought form. Q is telling us this is all coming from them. Yeah. You know what, Shady? I forgot one thing. This show is sponsored today by the Patriotic Legacy Patriot Beacon. Let's really quick get that out of the way. I am so sorry. I forgot. Jared and team, they are so amazing to us, and as we are looking to fund our operation, because the Patriot spell is now over. Here is the Patriot Beacon. Check it out. Hey, Neo and Trinity, do you like the Patriot Beacon from Patriotic Legacy?
Yeah, speak. Speak.
Yeah. Now, who wouldn't like that, man? I'm telling you right now, I mean, we know that there could be some darkness coming up. You need to be a beacon as a patriot. I see people, I bought 5 on Friday. Oh my gosh, look at that. I bought one. Look at this, guys. If you guys don't have one, or if you want to give a great gift, the Patriot Beacon is the one to get. We don't know if we're going to be in the dark for a little time, because it is going to be dark to light. Remember that. So you might need a flashlight. The Patriot Beacon is for you. I have not had to recharge it since December, when I received my Patriot Beacon and ran it over with the car. ITM20 at checkout. The patrioticlegacy.com/products/patriot-flashlight is the website, and enter code ITM20 for an additional 20% off the already low price that you see right there on the screen. It is amazing, guys. So check it out, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for supporting our sponsors. They've been telling us what a great response you guys have been giving them, and that is just amazing. And I have not had to recharge mine either, Matrixxx. I've got it in my truck, and it stays lit up. It's always working.
Absolutely. Christ believer, I wish I could afford it right now, but I'm so broke I can't pay attention. Hey, when it's your time, it's your time. And let's pray for you to get what you need. God will always provide when you need it. So take care of yourself and your family first, of course. All right, so 3459, every single dirty tactic. We just read that. And then here's the link. Maggie Haberman, where have we seen that before? He wasn't seeking to kill a mob boss, she says. He was trying to help Trump, his lawyer says. The New York Times, the article, New York Times, why, so remember when we first dug on this dude? By the way, this post happened on 7/21/19, exactly 4-month delta from the original post when he had Where We Go. It wasn't Where We Go One, We Go All. It was like Where We Go Many, We Go Some. The guy, this is clown op through and through. Every single dirty tactic trying to be deployed to stop the growth of this movement. In fact, up to and including Patriots, attacking Patriots, trying to get the word out. Like I said before, the Patriot spell is now broken, folks. We are the news now. You are the news now. And if you want to support us, please get that Patriot flashlight, or look down below. We've got a Patreon, PayPal. We've got Super Chat here. We do need your help every day to keep fighting this evil that we keep getting attacked for fighting, Shady.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we really do appreciate all of the love and help that everyone has given us out there. It really is what we are passionate about. Both of us have found our calling, I feel like, in life, and it's amazing to have the support that we have from out there. And it's really pretty cool that we can come together in this way and really bring information in a new and improved manner, as opposed to the same old fake news scenario that is tired and done with.
That's right. Absolutely right. In fact, that's Roy Davis is here right now. Get the Q, the Great Awakening book.
Hey, Roy.
Get that book. I mean, General Flynn approves of it. Okay. And General Flynn is my general. I stand with Flynn. So, Roy, Great to see you. I wanted to go to this next post because remember, we were talking about is this a veiled threat earlier with Comey's tweet. So this is Q post 2111, and it says special agent. Let me just read the tweet translation that Q gave to us, right? Special Agent Andrew McCabe stood tall for over the last 8 months. Do not talk. When small people, sheep, were trying to tear down an institution we all depend on. Cover. He served with distinction for 2 decades. We own you and your family. I wish Andy well. 187 is the penal code for murder in California. I also wish continued strength for the rest of the FBI. General threat to others. America needs you. Activate sleeper cells. Q. So, Q is telling us that they do send messages, just like you were mentioning before, Shady. So is Comey their Q, right? Think mirror. I want to tell you, too, after Q posts, man, you see all these posts. I mean, they lie, they manipulate, they force you into submission. They deny you a way to see the world. They overpower your voice. They convince that you're alone. They lock you into fear. Are you afraid of your power? Are far fewer. They are far fewer in number. Patriots fight. A coordinated. This is a coordinated effort to silence. It will only get worse, and it has. All for a LARP, right? And this post was probably over. This meme is over a year old, guys, and it has. And Q has warned us. And every time the Q team posts on the board, you should see the garbage that comes flowing right after. Absolutely. So very, very interesting.
And it's intensified. It's intensified over the last couple of months in a way that it just wasn't before.
Oh my gosh, it is intensified in a big way. Why doesn't the MSM ask the ultimate question? Murdered mob boss, victim of QAnon. I mean, they're talking. So who's Q? Who's Q?
Well, yeah, they're like, well, who's this person following? And not to mention that when was the mob boss ever spoke about in the Q post? That wasn't a target. That has nothing to do with anything that Q has been directing us to. And the idea that would be someone in the Q movement to target that person is just ridiculous. And Matrixxx, they've been following Q since early 2016.
Absolutely. And Anon's theory. This is really good, Shady. This is Anon's theory about the Comey tweets, and they put 1 and 2 together, right? What an opportunity for young people to be inspired, and we must send Donald Trump and his mob back to their dark corner could that mean the order to put out that heading that Anthony Comello, who was 24, was inspired by Trump/Q to kill mob boss Frank Cali? I mean, wow. Absolutely wow.
And you got to think that a lot of the mob bosses, almost any of them had some sort of interaction with Robert Mueller and James Comey. I mean, look how long these guys have been there. So who was protecting the mob bosses, and who has Trump been working to out in New York City for decades? Okay, like there are the white hat, black hat faction right here in front of you.
Right. Let's go back and look at that one more time. That tweet. So this week, a week to remember. An American patriot for the CIA and the bloodlines takes center stage. He doesn't want attention. He better say what we want him to say, or he will get attention. Has principles and follows them. Whose principles? And always tells the truth. Whose truth? What an opportunity for young people to be inspired. This is your trigger for the young people to be, quote unquote, inspired. What a great opportunity for both parties in Congress to follow his example. If you're with the C_A and the clowns, you better follow his example. General threat to others, guys.
It looks like James Comey thinking that everyone is still on the hook for the cabal.
That's right. And they're not.
Yeah. And they're not. The strings have been cut, and the cabal isn't completely aware of this yet.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely right. So
only factions of them are aware this is going on. They can't be like sending this down the chain of command to all the people. Everyone would stop listening.
So what do you call that moment when Epstein's file is released, Shady? The OIG report is released. The FISA report released. Maybe the voting report released. D-Class released. The Clinton Foundation investigation report released. Uranium One report released. All at the same moment, Shady. Could that be the death blossom, brother?
Death blossom.
I think it's awesome. Also, I wanted to show you this.
That meme right there too, man.
Yeah, man, it's awesome, dude. I love it too. Brilliant anons, brilliant memes. We can meme, they can't. You know that, right? All right, so I wanted to show you this conversation from David Letterman a long time ago, and this is a hat tip to Alpha Punisher 1776 on Instagram. Let's listen to this.
If you go to dinner and the bill is like
just the tip,
$25, how much of a tip would you throw down?
Well, you know, the way I feel about tips, if somebody does a super job, I give more than anyone. And if somebody does a lousy job, I probably give less than anybody. And that's the way I feel about life. Life should be, you should be rewarded for competence and capability and doing a job and having a smile on your face, maybe, if that's the case. And I'm a pretty good tipper when somebody's good, and I'm a pretty lousy tipper if somebody's not good. So that's the way it is.
But, you know, sitting here listening to this stuff, it seems to me you
right
are
here.
dying to get to some public platform to superimpose those feelings upon the American awareness.
Well, maybe so, but I'm not. I would like to have the feelings known and let somebody else do it, and it can be done. If the ball's carried correctly, it can be done.
Yeah, but if you want something done right,
do it yourself.
If you want something done right, do it yourself, Shady.
I love that.
What do you think of that? And that is a hat tip to Alpha Punisher 1776 on Instagram, guys.
I think that's the guy that I want in charge of my job.
Oh my gosh, how awesome was that? And he was talking about, you know, basically accountability. You know, if you're a server, you shouldn't just expect a tip. You should work and you know, smile if that's your job and do a great job and be pleasant and, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, this is an amazing man. So if you do what you're supposed to do, you get rewarded. If you don't, you don't. Pretty amazing.
It's kind of what America's built around, isn't it?
Well, it's what we're told that it's built around. Yes.
the free. We're supposed to have a free market system that suppresses terrible service, but right now what we have is like a whole country that has been hypnotized, and it's okay to deal with terrible service.
Absolutely, absolutely. And look, there's some great. Was it? Let me just go see. Let's see. Madeline, South Florida says, "This is the smartest Q channel out there. Thank you." And Madeline, thank you for being here, and thank you for that comment. We are being severely censored, severely censored. So if you guys could share this channel out with your Q friends and what have you, we're being severely attacked by under false pretenses as well. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so this is a interesting theory that I found from Q Real MSM Fake. This is right here. This is Fed Up Roberts. I thought this was interesting. You know, we're saving Israel for last, and it talks about whatever happened to them, the Awan brothers. Is Israel involved? Saving Israel for last for a very specific reason, not mentioned a single time. Whatever happened to the Pakistani guy who worked with the DNC, whatever happened to them. So very interesting that they could be kind of coming up into, you know, into, because of the Pakistanis and Netanyahu and Trump doing what he's doing in Israel. Thank God. I mean, he is showing those folks, look at his approval rating in Israel, 83% approval rate in Israel, guys. What an amazing guy. That's amazing. So we're going to find out, you know, people are going to be like, oh, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you being anti? No, I am just saying, Shady, has our government been corrupt?
Yes.
Has Venezuela government been corrupt?
Yep.
Do you think the Iranian government has been corrupt?
Absolutely.
What about the Pakistani government? Do you think they've been corrupt? Afghanistan.
Yep. Yep.
Spain.
Yep.
Brazil.
Yep.
Do you think Israel's government could be corrupt?
5-5.
That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. So
And maybe just to, you know, I want to just maybe go off just a moment on this to say, look at how now people, you understand what Q is saying. You said, say we're saving Israel for last. You got to understand the world stage here. You have to understand the way that they're setting up the game of chess and making it pretend like there's tension between Iran and Israel. This is a game that is being played like Stratego or something, or Risk. Okay, they play games. They think they're puppet masters, so they control these countries, and then they're moving things around and pretending like this is attacking this and then you're doing this. This is how they drive the narrative of war. War is the narrative that they have to superimpose on us as a whole world. Therefore, what you're seeing right now, the president do is he's supporting. Look, it's 83% approval rating in Israel. He has a monster. He's forcing Netanyahu to congratulate him in public, while we are all systematically taking down all of the control mechanisms that are kind of bubbled up there in Israel and the way that they've been manipulating us for the past century. This bloodline cabal. This is what's going on. So the president is forcing Netanyahu to congratulate him in public. That is pretty huge considering what's going on behind the curtain.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. And we've got to realize that too. I mean, just like when Q points out the corruption in the Vatican, not every Catholic person that I know is corrupt. I mean, we need to start thinking.
It's not about the people.
It's not about the people. It's about the controllers.
Exactly. It's about the people who built the institutions to control you. The people who have been hypnotized or suckered in or have a belief system that they love and cherish. It doesn't really matter. It is about the controllers, not about the people.
Absolutely.
Same with Iran.
Absolutely.
The Iranian people are not a target for America.
No, but everybody's the news is saying, "Oh, Iran did this." It's the
Look
CIA, guys.
Yeah.
It's the CIA who's doing all this. It's the CIA who is in North Korea. It's the CIA who moved everything to China. It's the CIA who protects the bloodline families. Period. The end. 5-5.
It's the CIA that's on the news channels pointing at it.
5-5. Everybody, give me a 5-5 if you guys understand.
On now.
I know this
Surely
audience. Surely this audience gets it.
Oh, they get it.
Facts. Yeah, facts matter. That's right, Nub. Fact lives matter. That's right.
Facts lives matter is what he said.
Yeah, so
I like that.
and then the Mockingbird CIA operation Mockingbird Media said that the 17 clowns that were arrested and some put to death in Iran was fake news. So guys, we're just trying to garner what is that Streisand effect? Oh gosh, 17 of the great CIA, they protect us. No, they don't. They protect the bloodline family trusts.
Do you trust your intelligence agencies, Matrixx?
No.
Oh. Neither does POTUS.
Neither did JFK, did he? I mean, he didn't. Yeah. 1,000 points of light shattered. Right?
Splinter into 1,000 pieces.
Look at those 5-5s, guys. Look at that. You guys are the smartest group. I love you guys, each and every one of you. All right, so this is the first Q post. Amazing. What's the name of this show? I named it just before this Q post, and it's called Be Ready, Traitors One and All in Killbox. And obviously, Be Ready was on 6/27/19, and I had a meme, Are You Ready? I love it. I mean, I'm sure it's just synchronicity, because we are the hive mind for Q, and we're going to use that hive mind as a good thing, not a bad thing. We're going to take things that they think are bad and turn them to good. You can make any symbol any way you want it. Okay, you don't have to capitulate to their magic spells that they put on things. You can reject it. That's the power that you have, folks.
You have that. You have the power to create. They do not.
That's right. That's why there's all these reruns. We talked to Tiffany. In fact, if you missed the Q Lounge live on Friday night,
that was awesome, wasn't it?
It was awesome. She was amazing, absolutely amazing.
We definitely got to get her on more frequently. I got a lot of messages and stuff about how much everyone loved her, Tiffany Fitzhenry, on Friday night, and it's just really cool, Matrixx, to get on and let a guest kind of just share what they have to say. We watch these people on Hannity and other news, or they chop them up, they interrupt them. I mean, Hannity won't stop interrupting people. I just really love hearing the free flow of someone sharing their information. I think
Kathy Rennick said, Holly Hart Truth said, Hive Mind, be careful of the Hivite reference. Did you not hear me say that I can make anything what I want it to be? I can make it puresome and whole and not capitulate to their magic spells that they put on me.
I thought that was the point.
That was the point. Oh. All right. And yes, the low IQ squad, they've got somebody from the Muslim race, the black race, the Hispanic race, and they're all women. They're all putting that spell on you because they think that you guys don't have an IQ. And that was a great decode recently by SB2. Go check that out. That one I do like. It was amazing. He did a good job on that, a great job on that. So this is Q Post today at 11:25 in 10 seconds a.m. Eastern. Be ready, and points to this article right here. Trump says Mueller shouldn't testify, warns hearing will backfire.
I heard somebody say that over the weekend.
Oh, boy.
Remember that at the beginning of the show? We said, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So Q said that, and then Trump says this?
Yes, and here you go. Boom. There it is. So let's.
And Mike Rothschild says this is a conspiracy?
Mike Rothschild. The Rothschild spell is over, guys. The Paysur spell is over. The reject crap is over. The Patriot spells are over, guys. We are the news now. You guys right here are the news now, and we need to assert our prominence, guys. So this is amazing. President Trump argued Monday that Robert Mueller should not be given a chance to testify before Congress later this week, warning that the former special counsel's highly anticipated hearing appearance could be bad for him and for the Democrats in the end. This will not end well. This is the destruction of the old guard, guys. The way that we're thinking right now is old guard thinking. You need to reset your thoughts and realize what the old guard is teaching you to say. I'm upset that, at this, that, and the other thing. Oh, I'm offended. That's old guard thinking, guys. That's tricks. This is magic with a K.
No one can offend you without your own personal permission.
That's right.
And that is the trick. They have tricked you into thinking that you can somehow be offended by outside forces. And that is how they've mind controlled everyone with political correctness.
That's right. That's right. RICO Act will apply. And remember, there's over 100,000 sealed indictments, guys. Who's tired of winning? Are you tired of winning, Shady?
I am not tired of winning. You will never get me to admit to be tired of winning. I'll tell you that, because it ain't not going to happen.
All right, let's move into this next one. This was interesting, too, because it's a political hit job narrative. R's versus D's, not right versus wrong. Projection, end of D party leaders. That is from a Q post. And I put it with this article right here. Bad for him and the Democrats in the end. End of the D party leaders. This is what could happen after this testimony. But you've got to make sure you watch it, and you've got to make sure you talk about it, or the MSM is going to take that narrative and twist it and turn it to make it, make it wrong.
Have you seen the numbers coming out on the fake news?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it is unreal. Like, I don't know if they're even getting a couple hundred. I think the only reason that CNN's getting any viewers is because it is on in airports at this point. No one's watching. Like,
yes.
every show has completely lost their viewership, or at least, obviously people are still reading CNN online and things like that. But, as far as their television viewership, it has disappeared.
And yes, Kiwi, Patriot, Epstein Island's temple is just a gym. Come on. Isn't that what they tell us? Isn't that true? That's true, right? It's a gym.
It's a gym.
Right. We are the news now. You are the news now. All right. So I wanted to show you this, too. Look at this. Be ready. This was 1 hour ago. And believe it or not, Q posted that after that. So look at this. The Army lets slip that it is conducting secret operations around DT. Black Hawk copters working on emerging classified mission. So service asks Congress for an extra $1.55 million for project. You guys understand that? Is that clear? 5.5, guys? How much?
1.55?
5.5. So the mysterious classified operation was disclosed when the Army asked Congress for approval to shift funds to provide an extra 1.55 million for aircraft maintenance. 5.5. Air crews and travel in support of an emerging classified flight mission. It's part of a 2.5 billion 2.5 It's part of a 2.5 billion request this month to reprogram funds in a current fiscal year's budget to programs considered high priorities. Without additional funding, the Army will not be able to perform this classified mission, the Defense Department said. Soldiers from Assault Helicopter Company and Aviation Maintenance units will be supporting the mission with 10 UH-60s and maintenance capabilities for 4 months, according to the document referring to the Blackhawks. The money will also pay for a specialized sensitive compartmented information facility at Davison Army Airfield at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, just outside of Washington. Boom, says the United States of Q. Thank you, sir. That's 5.50. I love it. The Army spokesman Wayne Hall has declined an email and a comment on some possibilities, including whether the mission involved protecting the White House or other federal buildings, and whether it's making use of specialized commando units for Pentagon's Joint Special Operations Command, which includes the Army's Delta Unit and Navy's SEAL Team 6. Guys, SEALs are wonderful creatures.
Yes, they are.
So, Hall said this operation began early in the fiscal year, which started on October 1st, and the duration of the mission is undetermined. They're finding out the storm. What do you think? Interdesting. So here's the Q alert. The next one, Q posted John Henry's WHUSA, and we're going to get a little further into this, but check this out, guys. Who loves that sound? Oh my God.
Wow. It's just enormously entertaining.
So John Henry from at John Henry WUSA says, well, never seen this before. A stealth bomber from Whitman Air Force Base flying over National Mall. Yeah. It's
now.
And Q, stealth bomber, talking about hearing Mueller coming up. Dudettes, what do you think? Look at that. Q sent me. Be ready. Stealth bomber. Date of first flight. Date of Mueller's testimony. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B2. Q. Bob Barr. Wow. And we go back to that Q post yesterday, right? Well, let's go back to it because we have to tie these together. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. I tell you. Well, anyways, it talks about the Mueller testimony, and if Bob Barr and they assume people aren't going to watch it, they're going to just, lie and twist the narrative. So we will release.
I got a feeling they're going to try to actually make something up and bring the media.
And I want to apologize. Yes, Bill Barr. Excuse me. I am so sorry, guys. I am human.
What did you say?
I think I said Bob Barr.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even catch it either.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am human. I really am. And that's why we are the news now, because you guys help me. I learn from you guys every day. And we're in this together. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So there's that right there. Let's go back to my Q post again. Wow, where did they go? Because we're going to talk about this guy right now. Did this guy... A.A. Wayne just asked the question. Look at who Q pointed us to, right? He pointed us to Alex Wayne. What's this? Then, what is a Q? He asks at 9:02 a.m. on July 22nd, 2019. He is the White House editor for At Business. Got news? A. Wayne at Bloomberg.net, guys. For what it's worth, the craziest QAnon story so far is this QAnon story. And he's the one that pointed to the far-right conspiracy with the shooting of Anthony Camello and Frank Cali, right? Wow, guys. Did he just ask the question?
That's definitely asking a question.
Is Q... Did you just... So I just said, at A.A. Wayne, did you just ask the question? Here is your answer. And you know where the answer goes to. Right here. Who is Q? This is on In the Matrix, Anon's pointed this out and made this a long time ago, and it's still relevant to this day. And if you guys have new people that are new to Q, get them over to intheMatrixxx.com. New to Q.
Send them this link.
And I'm going to go ahead and paste
I'll
that
drop
for
it.
you.
Okay.
Done. All right, because I'm all over the place with you guys. All right, so let's go to this. Oh, look, here's Matrixxx post 2 hours ago. There it is. Oh, look, Q dropped it too. That's so awesome. And Poussant dropped it, guys. We are on top of it. You guys are on top of it. And by the way, who has the best mods ever on YouTube?
We do.
Yes, we do. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Rocket Girls out there, Pseudonym, Kiwi Patriot, JT Wild, Carly Bond, Liberty, None Ya Business, Poussant, Rocket Girl, Kiwi, and Jackie. Look at you guys. Did I say pseudonym? If I didn't, pseudonym. God bless you all. All right, so what's this? Q posts, right? And then Q posts Ezra Cohen Watnick, which is very amazing. And that post was from 9/2/2018. Let's go to my thread on 9/2/2018. This will be my thread for all Q posts for Sunday,
And let's
September
do a
2nd.
bit of a recap here, my friend.
Ezra Cohen Watnick and more. Let's go. Because I think it's also interesting to take a look at this, right? You know, Q posted this, they posted this. I always say he, Shady, and it's they, right? I mean, I think we're all guilty of calling Q a he, when we do know that Q is...
Just don't say it.
Q is 10 people, 3 non-military, right? That's all we really know, and we don't dox Q. So there it is. That's the original post. And then Ezra Cohen Watnick is the National Security Advisor to Jeff Sessions, a former senior director of intelligence programs for the United States National Security Council. Spouse is Rebecca Miller. He's educated at the University of Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Arts, and his parents are Mark Cohen and Terry Watnick. Interesting, right? So what did they say? National security. Now, what are we finding out about DARPA and Facebook and all of this stuff? I'm just wondering if these are bridges connecting people, because the next post says bridges connecting people. Q replies to Ezra Cohen Watnick, and it goes to the New York Times. Cohen Watnick, Justice Department National Security Advisor. Aide ousted from White House reemerges at Justice Department, guys. Christian Superine, thank you. Shady and Matrixxx for all you do. God bless America. Trump 2020. Thank you. God bless you, brother. I appreciate that. Wow. So Ezra Cohen Watnick was a former intelligence official and will advise Attorney General on counterintelligence and counterterrorism. So he's back, guys. And here's the original article. There it is. So this is a former intelligence official who came under the intense security during a stint at the White House over the last year, returning to government as National Security Advisor to Attorney Jeff Sessions, Trust Sessions, according to a person familiar with the decision. The official, Ezra Cohen Watnick, will play an important role at the Justice Department, advising Mr. Sessions on counterintelligence and counterterrorism. Mr. Cohen Watnick is known to be hawkish on Russia and China, believing the intelligence community needs to take more aggressive approach in countering their activities. Both countries conduct wide-ranging espionage in the United States that targets commercial and government secrets. Mr. Sessions is broadly viewed in the Justice Department as lacking expertise in the area. The Justice Department declined to comment. Mr. Cohen Watnick, 31 at this time, served briefly at the start of Trump's administration as a senior director for intelligence for the National Security Council. Overseeing covert action and other intelligence programs. He was brought on by Michael T. Flynn, President Trump's first national security advisor. But some former officials criticized Mr. Cohen Watnick, a former clandestine officer in the DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, was too young for the job, which is usually filled by CIA veterans. Clowns. Mr. Cohen Watnick was ousted in August of 2017 as part of changes in the White House. One of several appointees, Mr. Flynn, who were removed by his replacement, Lieutenant General McMaster, guys. The Security Council aides usually draw little public scrutiny, but Mr. Cohen Watnick was swept up in the tumult of early 2017 when Mr. Trump accused previous administration without evidence of wiretapping his phones at Trump Tower. Mr. Trump's allegations, see, this is the fake news, right? We're reading fake news. Mr. Trump's allegations were bolstered by Representative Devin Nunes of California, the Republican chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, who said he had evidence that Mr. Trump's communications were incidentally swept up in surveillance of foreigners by American spy agencies. Mr. Nunes did not divulge, we know Nunes now, don't we, guys, the source of this information, but American officials later told the New York Times that Mr. Cohen-Watnick, at the instruction of 2 senior White House officials, helped print intelligence report that later served as Mr. Nunes's proof, guys. The revelation showed that Mr. Nunes and one of the aides, Michael Ellis, a lawyer from the White House counsel's office, were using intelligence to advance political goals. It also undercut Mr. Nunes's claims that his information came from whistleblowers, and revealed that he was eager to aid the Trump administration when he was conducting what was supposed to be an independent investigation on Russian election meddling. Mr. Cohen-Watnick did not provide intelligence report to Mr. Nunes. The episode prompted Mr. Nunes to recuse himself from the committee's inquiry, which devolved into partisan bickering and has effectively ended. Interesting, Shady, huh?
Yeah, very interesting. I got I wanted to, I thought this was in your thread. I didn't see it as I was looking. I'm dropping this link to you. Grab this and pull this wiki page up here of him.
All right. Real quick, though, I want to show you here that we've got, let me just see, where did you drop that? There it is. I see it.
Just so people can see like his top of his, where he's connected and kind of who we're looking at here. You don't have to get to it in this moment, but
Go ahead.
We are talking about some older stuff.
Go ahead, man. If you want to, do you want to, just, what do you want to call it? Summarize, if you will?
Right. Yeah. Just right here. I'm going to read right here at the top. It says early life and career. The Cohen-Watnick gained a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Pennsylvania in 2008, then reportedly worked for the Office of Naval Intelligence after graduation. Before joining the White House, Watnick worked for Defense DIA beginning in 2010, where he served in Miami, Haiti, Virginia, and Afghanistan. Watnick was accepted into the training program for the Defense Clandestine Service. Cohen-Watnick underwent training at Camp Perry, commonly known as the Farm, where he was trained by the Central Intelligence Agency, where he was assigned to Afghanistan with a GS-13 rank, temporarily assigned to the Defense Intelligence Agency headquarters in 2014. Cohen-Watnick left the DIA for the NSC on 20th January 17. I find it very interesting that he is being working with Jeff Sessions on counterintelligence and counterterrorism. It sort of indicates to me that he was a witness more than maybe a helper.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Oregon MAGA, $2. Great St. James is the other island owned by Creepstein. And yes, I saw that video. Rusty Shackelford has a new video of it too, by the way, guys. So check that out. Maybe we'll get to it, but we got a lot to go through here. I wanted to show you this too, because this is the thread from 9/2 when Q first dropped Watnick's name. So this is bridges connecting people. Okay, Watnick, there he is. We just showed you the wiki. Thank you, Shady. And this is the bridges connecting the people. Okay, and it goes to another New York Times article here, and it goes to that same, actually the same New York Times article, and we just kind of read that. Okay, then it goes to 3, Bill Priestap, head of FBI counterintelligence, Strzok's boss, cooperating witness, power removed. Right? Look at this stuff. 4, Peter Strzok, Deputy Assistant Director of Counterintelligence, FBI cooperating witness, fired. All right. Now, we just saw POTUS had a tweet today about, Strzok and his lover recently with this, right? So, dear agents of the FBI Counterintelligence Division, stand strong in your investigation of Trump and Russia. Our nation is relying on you, says Ted Lieu. Indictment updates. Boy, we only had like 5,000 at that time. We got over 100 now. Maybe there was 30. I can't remember. But at least 7 senior Facebook executives have announced their departures this year. Nothing to see here. DARPA. You see, now we're seeing DARPA come into this. These are the posts when Q first put out Cohen-Watnick, guys. Okay, I think this all has to do with the bridge and connecting people. The Facebook family is getting smaller as several executive heads exit in a turbulent year. Okay, and there's Zuckerberg and Dan Rose, vice president, and Sheryl Sandberg, and she is also part of the what is that called? The OSS? What is it? Anyways, what was it? Oh my gosh. Anyways, then he points us to this. These are the bridges, right? So we're looking at how is this? Does Mr. Ezra Cohen Watnick know about this stuff, right? This is Sergey Brin, who was married too, right? Look at this. Google founder, born in Moscow. Didn't Q just ask us about this? Was married to Ann Wojcicki. Hi, Ann, 23andMe founder. And then was brother-in-law to Susan. Hi, we love you, CEO of YouTube. DARPA. Q. There it is. Bridges
Everywhere to each of these individuals and to all of them, and to the massive scheme that they were running behind the scenes, man. I mean, against every one of you out there, every one of you.
Then then what we're pointing you to, and Q backs it up for us. Read between the lines. Google's true origin party lies in CIA and NSA research grants for mass surveillance, guys.
What you're seeing here is the Russian collusion.
Yes, this is the actual Russian collusion. Look at this. How might DARPA, aka Google, play a role in a spy campaign against POTUS? Think Gmail. Think Gmail drafts. Think ES resignation. When did ES resign, Shady?
On my birthday, 12/21.
What else happened on your birthday on 12/21 of 17?
Crimes against humanity executive order from the POTUS.
Crime against humanity and corruption. It will all connect eventually. You see how we're connecting this, guys? Future proves past.
Resignations and all of the indictments are directly related. Mainstream media doesn't think so.
Yep. Attack POTUS Foundation, acting NYAG told. Why? So we had to get this acting NYAG out so we can get the Weinstein arrests. Oh, look what else. DARPA connections to Facebook. They were founded the same time the Pentagon kills the LifeLog project on 2404. This guy, who smokes bongs in a dorm room with 3 other dudes, invented Facebook?
He can code. He can mad code.
You can't code. Look at that. So guys, all in the family. DARPA chief owed $250,000 by DARPA contractor. This is a Wired article about Regina Dugan, which I thought was important at that time. That's why I like going over some of this stuff.
We went back to, we went back with, we had Ben Davis Jr. You guys will see him out there in the chat. I don't know if he's with us or not, but he showed us all of the architecture, the blueprints for the Facebook and the social media dating back to like 1971 or something.
So and this
they've been working on this for a while. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't born then.
And this Dugan went to Building 8, okay? And then look at this. Played by Operations Specialist pre-event last night, Magic Sword, The Faces of Evil. Now, the Magic Sword, in my opinion, what they listened to is actually the intelligence. 27 Sparkle, great job. Love you guys. Many thanks thank you, 27 Sparkle. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is another Q post. Look at this. Why did I get extreme goosebumps while listening to this? Boom. And then we were talking about the Black Hawk thing today, right? So Q leads us to a post that he reposted from 9/2. So that's why we're looking at this thread from 9/2, and look what was in that thread about the Blackhawks and the funding and the operations. What are these, guys? These could be, something similar, right? Interesting. And they listen to that major. And and the photo is called ST6, SEAL Team 6. Okay, pretty interesting stuff, right?
Wow.
Y'all notice the triangle and the all-seeing eye in the middle of that sword, in the Magic Sword? YouTube song, right? There it is. Poke him right in the all-seeing eye with that thing. ST6, SEAL Team 6. Boom. And here's where
we are taking their power away with this. Can you feel it?
And this is where the article came from, guys. Of course, I can't see it because they, don't want you to see it. So, very interesting thread, guys. That's why it was included in the Q post for today. Okay, let's go back to those Q posts one more time and make sure that we got everything, Shady. This one was very interesting. here. This is somebody that a brilliant anon, obviously, that saw that Donald Trump said big, right? Don't miss it again. And we look at the watch, worth remembering. This is 1919 from the 1991 book, Behold a Pale Horse. And that was Milton William Bill Cooper in 1991. Bill Cooper was a former United States Naval Intelligence Briefing Team member, and he reveals information that remains hidden from the public eye. Big Q is what Q said to that. That's big. All right. So as we pay our respects, worth remembering, to Justice Stevens, you see how this is all kind of going hand in hand. I know it's not really easy to see on the screen here, but if you guys want to go ahead and drop that link in for everybody, they will grab that. You can go check it out. And then this is Saved Angel, poking the all-seeing eye. I love it. B. LaForge, absolutely. 17 is poking, and you and I. And that's why our program is on at 1300 every day, Monday through Friday, because we want to
changing the spell.
We want to poke them right in the 13. So this is another article worth noting. This was Saved Angel who dropped this to me. Hat tip. Thank you, Saved Angel. Ezra Cohen Watnick right here. So more information to read on the committee to investigate Russia, right? So this is a senior director for the Intelligence National Security Council, and this kind of goes on to that, talking about Steve Bannon and Jared Kushner, who took it directly to the president, and Trump personally stepped in and saved the 30-year-old's job. Okay, so the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn initially brought Cohen Watnick into the Trump transition team and then into the administration. Flynn and Cohen Watnick met with latter joined when he latter joined the Defense Intelligence Agency in 2012. Cohen Watnick impressed Flynn, although accounts of his time with the DIA did not paint him in a flattering light. Those two men allegedly shared distrust of the CIA, affection for Russia, and hatred for Iran. UK Patriot, you've earned your coffee tonight, guys. Thank you, Night Shift.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. And so, yeah, so very interesting stuff here, Shady. The two then involved Michael Ellis, another NSC attorney who had worked for Representative Devin Nunes. See, they're all bridging together, guys. We are bridging together all of the people that are actually coming together in these Q drops are now materializing in our 3D real life dimension. Man, what an honor, huh?
Pretty amazing to watch.
It is. It really is. So very amazing stuff. Look at that. I like that. Time for Justice. Look at the Matrixxx in the background. See, you can make any symbol what you want it to be, and that is a symbol of freedom to me. Right
Freedom.
There. Freedom. Good graphic. All right, so guys, that's what we've got. I wanted to just kind of cruise down if they will let me.
Hit that one. There's the one with the meeting with Podesta was a good one. We need to drop that article there on the. Oh yeah, RBG and no glasses, and then we saw her supposedly today. By the way.
Yeah, let me go a little bit further back too, because we got a couple good things here. Let me just see if I wanted to show you guys this. All right, this is a great find. I wanted to show you this. This is a Q post. People fight themselves versus original targets, old guard. Fake news, push of racism, fascism, sexism, every other ism, etc. against those who seeking to end globalism in favor of nationalism, designed to keep you submissive, POTUS. I found this meme, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. When people ask me, what are your political views? I tell them I don't have any. Politics is an illusion. I don't believe in politics. It is a dialectic set up there to keep people in opposition with themselves. There is no such thing as politics. It does not exist. It never has existed and never will exist. It is a mechanism for controlling one's mind. Mark
and your
Passio.
founding fathers knew this.
Yes.
And
Gubernare.
They attempted to give you the tools to prevent it.
Gubernare is to govern. Mente is the mind. The very word government means mind control, people. That's why I love this Mark Passio quote. All right, so I'd love to have him on the show too, by the way. This is a great find. This is the Great Awakening. Attempts to divide will fail. Patriots have no skin color, guys. Check this out.
In 1943,
this is G. Edward Griffin.
Directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind."
And that's what they're doing to POTUS. That's what they're doing to people in the Q movement. I mean, those are our enemies, guys. Anybody that is attacking another patriot and attaching crap that's not them to them is an enemy.
And they're doing this. You know, this is what we kind of have been breaking down for. You know, not we had Tiffany on there last week, but before, just to show you guys that communism, what is at the root of communism, what it is division. That's the reason it is an antithesis to our system of government here, because our system of government is based on unity and the country and you first, and the idea of the people having control of the government first. That is capitalism. Communism is division amongst the people so that the controllers have an easier time keeping you in the pen, guys.
Absolutely. And Army Ranger E9 says, there are more than 900 people watching. There is no doubt about it, my friend. Thank you all for watching. We have an idea that we might institute later, so stay tuned. We might have you go to a website and say, hey, yes, I watched the Matrixxx Groove Hour to see, and have a documented thing. That was a Kiwi Patriot idea. We're going to see if we can maybe get that done. But would you guys go, press a 17, if you guys would go to a webpage and say, yes, I'm watching the Matrixxx Groove Hour right now today. Would you guys do that if we tried to keep a running record of how many people truly are watching us? Press a 17.
And that way people that aren't signed in can actually go and acknowledge that they were here, because we know for a fact that the only views that we are seeing are the views that are people who are signed into our account, if even all of those.
Right. And they're trying to make us feel alone. They're trying to make us say, oh no. You know, so guys, you know, we are winning. There's no doubt about it. So, I wanted to get update on this Jake Tapper tweet. My tweet's got 3.5 thousand likes, 2,000.
Amazing. Look at it, it ran good.
Right. So look at that. That's awesome. And then Jake Tapper's got 3.9 likes and 1.4K lit. And he's got 2 million followers, guys. Fake.
And
wow.
Look at the number of comments to likes on Jake's.
Yeah, look at that. That's because he's a deep state hero. Oh, gosh. So remember, I was banned.
Easy now.
Oh, boy.
Triple X.
Oh, gosh. So I was banned for putting this stuff out real quick about how this is the most admired woman. And Joan Rivers, you know, said this.
So let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my God.
All right, so that was what and then believe it or not, I was actually banned after I put out this. Oh my gosh, I can't even see it. There it is. Look at this. 1%. Who do you admire most? 62% Mike is a dude. 37% Melania Trump. Melania. So it's Melania got pretty much 99% of the vote. And 62% do believe that Mike is a dude. And then I said, you know what, Twitter? Here. Check it out.
Swing it.
You be the judge, guys. All right.
Think for yourself.
You think for yourself. I mean, you be the judge, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Who do you admire most, guys, right? Also, a great thread here by Paul Saran. I'm going to drop it in the chat because I'm going crazy on the mods. They didn't know what I was going to do today. There's Paul Saran thread, guys. This is Weaponized Slaved and is dedicated to us, Shady and Matrixxx. But we will save that for Thursday for Mr. Saran. But I wanted you guys to get a preview of it. It's the guy's phenomenal, period. Then I wanted to also show you this because, you know, we're talking about Syria, and the post that Q dropped, that bathhouse in Syria, is right across from the ancient city of Aleppo. Okay, it's the oldest city in the world. And I want to show you what the CIA has been doing since September 14th, 1983. They've been trying to get this guy since September 14th, 1983. All right. And we know who the clowns are. Why do they want him? So very, very interesting. There's my, but I was the shooter for New Zealand is why I was busted for the second time, guys, just so you know.
But it was, just real quick, that tweet that he's pointing out right there that they suspended his account for 12 hours for was the same one that they used to suspend his account for about 3 or 4 months ago, where, and then he deleted it for them. And now they've used it again to shut him down for another 12 hours. They thought some big stuff was going to be happening on Friday, but
yeah, I think so. And I think it might have happened. We just didn't see it yet.
Oh, I think it did happen.
And I also want to say this, because Twitter's already begun to remove targeted account stages under false pretenses. So there was also a tweet that I was in that I don't even remember tweeting that said pizza thought, T-H-O-T. I didn't even know what a thought was.
Before you actually started doing a lot of the threads, it was weird.
It was weird.
Hashtag.
But guys, I want to remind you that I am on Hillary Clinton's top 200 list, okay? And it's not a joke. This is no joke, guys. All right? So within this Hillary Clinton Twitter page, I want to show you this one more time because this is why. Oh, God, that picture of her. So this is Politico. This is Hillary Clinton tweeting. Blue check. See that? There she is. Ugh. There's the tweet. Then we go here. We go into the Politico article that she herself tweeted. And we go down. And we go down here and we see, recent analysis over social media. Is this it? Nope. It is down here one more, a little bit further. Let me just double check. Where did it go? Hang on, guys. So within this tweet is embedded. It's down, man. I can find it on my phone. Here it is. Same core group of accounts. Here it is. These are the top 200 people on Hillary's list, guys. And just FYI, the one that says InfoWars is gone. Interesting. And it wasn't InfoWars, just so you know.
It was a person that had that as a banner or as an avatar.
That's right.
Picture.
And who's this guy? Oh, there's InfoWars. Yeah, this is Immoral Report. This is not InfoWars. Who's this guy right here, Shady?
Your boy.
All right. And, you can go ahead and check out that list. I will drop it in here. It was a Q post. It was one of my Qs, if you will, when they listed every of the accounts. This is the list. Check them out, guys. These are all Patriots, every single one of them. And Hillary is pointing at them because they want them off Twitter. Now, this is the only thing in bold, and also Serial Brain 2 has a 1400 clock. Like if you put, like for mine, if you get 2 o'clock, it's this ancient Egyptian technology being used against MAGA supporters. So, check that guy. Check that out, guys. Very interesting, but it's real. This is very, very real what we're doing. I also wanted to play a song here. It's down here, I think. Hang on. Boom, chicka bow bow. Maybe it's down here even further, man. I tell you,
we've been on fire.
We've been on fire, guys. I did retweet it. I know I did. But I wanted to play it for you guys because it was actually pretty good. It was at the rally. Let me see. Oh, there's Q, baby. Here it is. Ready, guys? probably one of the best songs I've heard in a long time, Shady.
It's so funny. Dude, that is so good. That was at the rally?
Yeah, that was a rally. And it was a MAGA teen band playing a song called CNN Sucks. Jake Tapper makes me wanna hurl. I love it, man. God bless you teens, because we need you guys for the Q movement and for POTUS. Because, you know, here we are, guys. We need to make sure our president gets elected for 2020.
2020.
All right.
Eyes on the prize.
Shady, what are you thinking? Let's see.
I'm thinking 2024, 2028, 2030. Oh, you mean
And remember, fake news be like, it's just a gym.
It's just a gym.
All
there
right.
was that picture of the Podesta meeting that was in the thread there.
Right. So here's D Room HRC. Those could be dining rooms, table 29. Table 29 in California is a known area where the two people died on Halloween, and there's been sacrifices at this thing called Table 29 in California. But DHRC, D Room. So those pictures that we saw and people sitting around the table, could that be dining room? Pure evil, conspiracy. And remember, the truth is hard to swallow, because we would never eat anything that these people are eating. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff, right? Shady, where did you want to go?
You almost stayed just go up just a little bit more. I wanted to see the picture that the guys on the Chance put together of all the Twitter accounts, the reporter Twitter accounts.
Oh yes, your tweet there. Yes.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Anon put that together. That was.
I will pull that up, but I wanted to just play this or show this.
Oh yeah.
This is Q. Did NASA fake the moon landings? Have we been to the moon since then? Are there secret space programs? Is this why Space Force was created? Q said, false. Moon landings are real. Programs exist that are outside of public domain. Let's just, because this was the anniversary. Let's just watch this.
Okay, engine stop. Altitude, velocity, light. 8.5 down. 220 feet.
We got a roll program.
Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program. We can put Apollo 11 on proper pitch. Yeah, I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
50-year anniversary with the Q post, guys, that I thought was fitting. Okay. Then there's that awesome meme that Shady made. This is the Q Lounge Live. If you haven't seen it, get over there and check it out. It's on Periscope and on YouTube here on this channel. Same bat channel. This is my message to Maggie, New York Times. Q sent me with a message, right? And that's the message to her. There's the James Comey tweet, all for a LARP. There we go, Shady. Here we go. This is Shady's tweet right here. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
I don't know that it expands too much bigger, but the the idea that all of these people were major news reporters who were at this meeting in secret with Mr. Podesta way back when, 2015.
Look at those people, Shady.
They cooperate, man. This is, some of these accounts are actually not public, or kind of secondary accounts too as well.
Yep. So it
April
says
9th, 2015.
Yeah, and it says Podesta email press dinner, and I remember digging on this a long time
Off
ago.
the record.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can make it so I can get part of it for you guys to see. Hang on, let me. Oh my gosh. Well, you get the gist. I just made everything way big, dudes. Now I'm on Podesta. Help me.
How'd you get to there so fast?
I don't know. I got to get out of here, Shady. Also, if somebody can, let me just go to youtube.com, because everybody's telling me this, and we just addressed it, and we do know that there are more little Big James Island, right? So I'm going to go to Rusty, and we're going to go look at Big James Island real quick, because we know that he does have another island, Little St. James, and he's got Big St. James too. Let me just go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Rusty Shackelford. All right, so let's go to videos, and I'm going to bring it on over here, guys. Here we go. All right, so this is Great St. James Island. Let's just take a look. I'm going to forward through some of this a little bit, but it's worth looking. Oh, look.
Oh, is it off?
It's off. Let me just double check.
Already? That was just recently posted.
Oh, nope.
Oh, there you go.
They're just making it hard. All right, so
Yeah,
there's really no
gets
sound,
off.
but there's one point of interest that I found on this. This is Great St. James, and as we know, this dude owns it too. What's his name? Epstein, right? Beautiful footage. There's some houses over there. Look at what's coming up here. I want to show this. Sorry, I'm all ears. Q. Look at that. So this is a weird. Is it a landing for helicopters, or is it something with symbols in it? Just interesting, right? So Anons have a lot more to dig on. Then we're kind of going up the coast here. I wanted to show you this right here. It looks like, as we go over this stuff right here, look at this. There's like, if you look when the look up here. Wait, here it comes. See these things? They dig through concrete. Look at on the or those like trailers for electric. I don't know, but look at all the concrete being dug. Now look at these red things. Are those air shafts?
Yep. They look like air ventilation shafts.
So I thought that was very interesting.
And plus, there's good amount of elevation on that one too. It's got a lot of room above the water on that island.
Or are they just little like fiber optic cables for internet? I mean, yes.
It looks like it could be. I mean, it could be cables laying there. It could be spools of cables as well. But it kind of looks like air shafts. Doesn't really look like it would be, but.
But if you look down, it's kind of wild. But those could be spools. But just interesting, man. Look at the elevation.
A lot of elevation on this island.
Yes, you do. And it looks pretty desolate per se. I'm just going to kind of forward through. But this is the new Rusty Shackelford of Great St. James Island. Okay.
And thanks, Rusty, for all this wonderful drone work you're doing out there. We gotta get this. We gotta get this anon on the air one day.
Yeah, man. I wanted him to go over this top up there, but I don't see any symbols or anything. But look it up there. That's the very tippy top, right there. Looks interesting. Looks like something is. They've cleared it there for obviously something. Correct. Let's see. Let's go over that. There it is. There you go. Huh. Is that water? I mean, that is water, isn't it?
It kind of looks like it, but it kind of doesn't look like a pond.
Yeah. All the way at the top like that. Very interesting. Interdasting, as we say on the chans.
Interdasting happenings.
All right, so that's your Matrixxx Groove Hour for today. Wow, we've got some Q posts. We've had some major stuff. What do you guys think? How are you guys doing out there? If you guys are having a good time, enjoying what we're doing, hit 45 because we want our president elected in 2020, guys. What do you guys think? It is creepy. Dances with Squirrels says spool of conduit. That's what Queued Up says. I'm thinking, that looks like, internet cable, like fiber optic cable. I agree. 45s. Look at the 45s. Definitely intriguing. Praying for the children. Holly Hart for truth. Yes. We need to pray for those children every day and make sure that you guys put that armor of God on every day. And with that, Shady, we've got our final thoughts, brother. Trinity.
Trinity's calling?
Trinity's here. She's calling.
Trinity.
Pick it up.
I'm about ready.
Let's get out of this Matrixxx, brother.
There is a lot of winning going on out there. I'm going to go out and join the winning that's out there and then do a little bit and bring it back to you guys tomorrow. How about we do that, Matrixxx?
Let's do it every Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's.
We're over the target in our sleep, my friend.
Every day.
Every day, my friend. This has been an incredible journey, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on this wonderful Monday. We're no longer have bad Mondays. We have great Mondays.
Mondays
Thanks
are awesome.
Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow.
And do it, Q. All right, we got intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com, Shady Groove with 3 O's on Twitter, intheMatrixxx with 3 X's on Twitter, intheMatrixxx.com. Find out who Q is. Very good stuff out there. All you Anons, much love to you. Dig every day. What are shovels used for? Besides playing a great bass guitar. Digging. You guys, can you dig it? We will see you tomorrow. Much love. Thank you for all your support on Patreon, PayPal, Snail Mail, and also our new shirt. Check out our new shirt on Teespring. Much love, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.